Well, good morning and welcome to Joellen's Kitchen. Today we're going to make something that is very popular for church morning socials. Beforehand, when people want to have a celebration, or sometimes it could even be if someone has passed away and you're gathering to celebrate a life. At any rate, it's going to be a breakfast casserole. Eggs popular on the farm, and we're going to start with 6 large eggs. We're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a small to medium chopped onion, and I'm just going to whisk that together a little bit, make sure that I have a nice mixture, because what we're going to do is mix a lot of other things in with it here in just a minute. We have 1.5 cups of cottage cheese, which is really one of those little pound containers of cottage cheese. But if you want to measure it to be sure, if you have a larger one or a couple of stumps from smaller ones, you need 1.5 cups of cottage cheese. You also want 2 cups of cheddar cheese, and then another kind of cheese, either mozzarella or Swiss is good. 1 cup to 1.5 cups of those, and we'll put that in there. And then of course, you might not be able to whisk it. You might have to use your wooden spoon or your spatula to mix it, but we'll try here. Oh yeah, we're getting there. Now here you have a couple of options. You can use the meaty version, which is what I have prepared today, and that is to fry off 1 pound of bacon. And you just want to crumble it into the eggs. The other option, if you are a vegetarian, is you can substitute a box of that frozen broccoli. It's chopped up, and that works really well too. It gives it a little color and flavor. But today we're going to do all Pennsylvania Dutch with the bacon, because a lot of the Pennsylvania Dutch did raise pigs and cows. And chickens. This bacon got good and crispy, so it works out really well to put into here. And again, we're just going to toss that around in there a little bit. Now the final ingredient is the largest one, and for that I know it's getting too thick. I cannot do it with my whisk anymore. So I'm just going to set this aside a minute. I'm going to grab my wooden spoon. The final ingredient is 4 cups of hash browns. So we're going to put some of those, they're frozen by the way, so you just have to get some of those frozen ones at your grocery store. Unless you want to make them all by hand and fresh, you go right ahead. But that's my shortcut for today. Frozen hash browns. really full here. We're going to have to be a little careful. We just want to get them coated with the egg mixture. Or shall I say egg and cheese mixture. Oh yeah, it's happening. And we're going to grab our baking pan, spray it with Pam so that it comes out clean when we dish it. And we're going to pour our mixture into this pan and spread it around. We're going to pop it into the oven at 350 degrees for about 35 minutes. If it's the first time you're joining me, I have an old-fashioned gas stove. It's my only oven, my only stove. It does not have a temperature gauge. So what I do is judge the temperature by the flame. Okay, it's all over but waiting for it to cook. I'll be back and we'll have a taste test in a little over half an hour. Okay, it's time to try our bacon, egg, and cheese casserole. Fresh out of the oven. Ooh, it's steamy hot. I don't want to burn my mouth, so we might have to cool it. Scrumptious. Hope you'll try some.